Hello, fellow students, and today I want to start us off with a simple question, and that is, have you guys ever thought about what the future can hold and what the future will look like for all of us? And I'm pretty sure the main answer for that is yes, we all have thought about the future from 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now. And I'm pretty sure one of those big moments in our futures that we do think about is the process of cloning and how it could affect the future in general. And with cloning, recently it has made big strides in how useful and effective it can be. And for one of the examples of that is how it could help with the medical field, with organ replacements, where people don't have to wait in long lines for, let's say, a heart or a kidney. There's no wait list, basically. You can have it there immediately and be able to be healed in a couple of days or maybe in a month or so. And another thing that could be helpful with that is couples having a hard time having a child, or it's almost near impossible for them. That could also solve that problem. But one thing stopping the process of cloning is the ethical issue that comes with it, which is the cloning of a human being. Because most people don't want to cross that line because they think it's us playing God, or it's us going too far in the name of science. And so today I want to show that it is possible to have cloning while not crossing that certain line. And so I want to start off with one of the risks of actually making clones, and that is that clones can decrease the value of life. And what I mean by that is that clones can be easily accessible at any time if it were to become successful. So people would start having the mindset that, oh, if we can make any human life we want, it's not that big of a deal. And another thought they could have is that if a family was to have a child, they would say or think along the lines of that, oh, if the child comes out wrong, or if the child has certain defects we don't want, we can make another one, as simple as that. And so that's one of the risks with cloning. And I think a simple solution with this would just be to ban human cloning in general, because this would allow the pros of cloning to still be available, but also keeping that certain ethical issue in check. So in general, both sides win. But then the next risk people see with cloning is how if you were to become a clone, or if you were a clone, how that would affect you in life. Because people might see you as not equal to an actual human being who was born naturally, in a sense. That you could be worth less or just not be worth at anything at all. And so people are scared of that becoming a reality, because then that would diverse our cultures, our communities even more, because then there'd be another side to an argument of clones are humans and clones aren't humans. And then another problem with that would be how the success rate of cloning at this time isn't that great. Right now, around 90% of all cloning attempts have been seen as failures or deemed failures. So this puts clones at a big risk, or cloning at a big risk, because it's not successful, it's not really there yet to be accessible to humans. And then also, we don't know what could happen if a clone comes out wrong, or the risk of cloning a human being and it coming out wrong. So we don't know the side effects it could have on the clone, what the clone might look like if it does come out wrong, and along the lines of that. And so one solution I've come up with is that we can make it to where we can clone embryos of certain women who are fertile or who can have children, and make it to where it's accessible to other women. So that solves the problem of cloning a human being by still having the natural processes of having a child, where the mother has it in the embryo, in her stomach, 9 months. It's still the same process, is that this time it's just not a fully 100% human being, but it still goes through the processes so it can still be seen as a human being. And so with all that, I do feel that cloning can have big benefits for the whole culture, for everybody on the planet, if we just put aside the differences and we just communicate with each other.